beef with Nas, I did take over the game. Brought back the soul, got tracks to go, got plaques to go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hollywood Sports. I just got a request from one of my subscribers to do a slider video on NBA 2K13. You know, I've never done that before, but I have some unique sliders. My sliders are meant for realistic gameplay, simulation gameplay, because I'm a realistic type of player. And my sliders aren't really meant to be tough against the CPU, because I think the tougher you make it, playing on certain settings, the computer cheats. So to have fun with playing real NBA type basketball, I have the sliders set to a certain way. I mean, it's still not going to be easy for you to win, but it's going to be fun. Computer's still going to give you a challenge, but they won't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like in a lot of my team videos, you can't really play simulation basketball, realistic basketball, because you have, as you my team player, you have to score pretty much all the points to win. Things like that, how the computer reacts and responds when people playing on the highest difficulty level. So my sliders are built for fun. They're built for real simulation, realistic type gameplay. And I'll show you some different things on, I'll just go forward. Let's start from here. Now you see the inside shot success is 79. And this is user settings now. And you guys can just pause the video and copy them down as you set them up, and if you want to use these sliders. But I won't go through every number, but you can see inside shot success is 79, close shot success is 75, and those are the numbers right there. I'll go down really slow. Dunking traffic success, pass accuracy is 100%, because I think sometimes the game, you try to pass to a certain player, the ball just does what it wants to do. It goes, I think the computer takes over sometimes, and it passes it to who they think you should pass it to, because that's another thing the computer cheats at. You really don't, you want to pass it to one person, but the ball goes to another person. Stuff like that. So these, putting it at 100%, it will go where you want it to go. Alley-oop success is only 50%, and I'll show you why in a second. Contact shot success. Okay, now let's go to the defense. Well, let's go back, and I'll show you the computer settings at the same time, so you can do both at the same time. And here are the computer settings. The CPU. There are slider numbers. And before you judge these numbers, try them out. Okay? This is for realistic simulation gameplay. Alright? Where you can have fun. If you want the game to be really tough on you, the computer will cheat. Okay? There's a computer settings. CPU. Now let's go to the defense. Just a real quick video on my slider set that I use. Help defense strength. It's good to have at 100%, because it makes your player smarter. It makes them it increases their awareness of what's going on the court. So that's why I put it at 100%. That help defensive strength. And that way you really see. I like to run plays. Like I said, I like realism, and I like to run the plays. So sometimes you can help people when you're trying to set a screen, or you're trying to help out, or you want to double team. Those type of actions will work a lot better if you put it on 100%. Steal success. Okay. Now we go to user settings. All right. Attributes. Quickness. I have it on 100 because it makes the players dive out of bounds trying to save the ball and stuff like that. So you'll get that type of realism. And now you see the other numbers here. Hustle, same thing. I got it at 100% because They'll hustle a lot better at trying to save balls and then going after rebounds and diving into the crowd. All those type of gestures or actions they will do because the hustle is on the 100. They will really hustle after the ball. Dunking ability, on-ball defense, stealing, blocking, offensive awareness. Again, at 100%. You want your offensive guys to be aware of what's going on the court. They can make breaks to the basket, all kind of things. You'll get more realistic gameplay if you keep the offensive awareness at 100%. Guys will set screens for you and things like that. Of course, it depends on what type of plays you're running, but it all works into realism. Again, defensive awareness, same thing, 100%. Also, offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, consistency, fatigue rate, injury severity. And a lot of numbers you can basically, if you want more injuries, raise the number. If you want less injuries, lessen the number. It's based on how you want to do it. Now, let's look at tendencies. User settings. You see how I got that set at 0. Take inside shots, take close shots, take mid-range shots. All the tendencies are set at 0. And you're probably wondering why. Okay? Here's the great thing about playing realistic simulation basketball. If you want realism, this is the best part of the slider set. The tendencies, you want them all at 0. Even the CPU sliders. See? All the tendencies at 0. Now here's why. Let me go back and show you something. If you go back, okay, we go to gameplay. I'm sorry. Let's go back. We need to go to coaching. You go to game plan, and right here is coaching profiles. Okay? Each team, their tendencies are already set in the game. See, when people set the sliders to a certain point, I have them at 0, but when you set the sliders at certain numbers, you make every team in the NBA play exactly the same. Okay, that's why you leave the tendencies at 0. Here's why. Look, I play with the Boston Celtics. The offensive tempo is already set. See? When you go into coaching profile, Doc Rivers, he coaches the team. He sets how we're going to play, right? You go down to defensive pressure, it's 98%. Help defense is 75. Fast breaks. Boston usually does 40% fast breaks. Crash offensive glass is 20%. See, every team has their own numbers. Okay? So when you play an association against a computer, all the teams you face will play exactly different. Some teams might crash the board more. Some team run more plays. Some teams, they have more double teams. See, right now Boston is at 50. So you can put all your tendencies at 0. Zone usage. Boston don't play that much zone. Theirs down as a 1. Bench depth, 40%. Take inside shots, 36. Take close shots, close shots, 71%. So Boston wants to take more close shots. As far as taking mid-range jump shots, it's 70%. See, these numbers are already set for each and every team. So you don't want to go in and set sliders for those. I learned that. Okay? I figured that out messing with the sliders. Attack the basket. Boston wanted to do it 65. See? Look for post players, 52. Okay? So every team has those in there. Whatever team you want to use, it'll have these numbers in there. Okay? Throw alley-oops, 18. Size and speed, 30. Athleticism, skill, 80. See, their team already have ratings. You know, Miami, their athleticism and skill might be higher than Boston's. I'm pretty sure it is. Right? Offense and defense. Guard, forwards. Inside, outside. See, everything is already set. Because your coach, the Boston Celtics playbook, your coach wants you to play at a certain way. He say how he wants your offensive tempo, your defensive pressure, your help defense. All those are already set. Okay? Now, let's go back. Go back to options. Go back to game pace sliders. If we go back to tendencies, see they're set. Take inside shots. That number was already there in the coaching profile. Take close shots. Take mid-range jump shots. Those numbers are already there in your coaching profile. That's why I have these at 0. You get it? Same user setting, CPU, all the same, zeros and tendencies. That will cause you, every team you play won't play exactly the same. Some teams will want to go inside a lot. Some teams will want to run a lot more plays. Some teams like to set screens a lot. So every team has their own tendencies. So when tendencies, keep them at 0. That will make your gameplay all totally different just from those sliders alone. Fouls, you know, you can set them how you want them, but these are my numbers. I'm talking realistic gameplay now, where you can have fun with the game. And then we come back to offense. So that was a quick explanation of how what I use for sliders. You know, you might want, if you want to make adjustments, go ahead and make adjustments. But these sliders are set so the computer doesn't cheat. So the computer doesn't cheat. You get real simulation basketball, realistic basketball. So I hope that helped you. If you have any questions about anything I just explained, leave some, let me know in the comments. And as always, until next time, everybody.